So Francis, here's my question to you. So when you were first thinking about the streets and the impact that you could, what was on your mind?
What was on my mind? Well, if I take his back to when I was just sitting up there in the carton, right? So I need to take his back for you to understand, right? So I'm up there, useless addict, I mean, injecting myself with cocaine and heroin, watching dear friends of mine overdosing, you know, no getting heard, getting left, man, getting put in paupers' graves, things like that, you know. Then I also seen one of my dear friends who took his own life because he was always going to the services, always getting told no, you know, always getting put down. It's very similar to me, Jamie, you know. So at the end of the day, for that reason, I used to sit and say, you know what we need in here is a good strong voice and somebody to shine a light on all of us. Because I was always a talker all my mates went, that should be you. Because you're always talking about this, man, the politics and the caring it and all of that, and you go deep with it and passionate. So it's your voice, man. We need you. So then I used to think about it, but I was in the madness, I just thinking about it in my head. So once I started experiencing recovery, I thought, you know what, man, I can hear the echoes of my dead friends, man, you know, telling me it should be you. So it just started growing in me for then I done a share at Radnor and Clydebank CA meeting, and wee Aldo was sitting there, and I heard my share of my homelessness and all that. So the Jews just sort of came together, and we had our first meeting at a Witherspoon's, down at Quaker House, just in the corner of Quaker House, man. And you know what, just took it from there. And since they've been doing, and you ask about the impact is all around us, man. There's people talking about us.
You're getting approached?
Aye, getting approached, and people are understanding. Like, the one story I remember was a wee university lecturer, really high class, man, such like that. I never once would stand and talk to these people like that. But since I've been watching the streets, me and my sister watches constantly, every Tuesday night we stay together, we watch it. Then we go and we talk to these guys and girls on the streets, buying a wee coffee or sandwich. We would never have done that if it wasn't for the streets.
So we're not looking for superheroes, we're looking for ordinary people.
Yes.
To share their thoughts and their voice and get involved.
Yeah, 100%. That is the forward move.
What do you think the big picture is? What do you want to see happening from the streets of Glasgow?
What I want to see happen is a constant service, you know, that can reach out and help these people. As Andy says earlier, you know, when some guys and lasses go just to get help, all these forms, you know, fill this form out and fill that form out. And most of the time these forms are rejected, you know, if you're putting in for loans, you're putting in for support, rehab, funding, all of that. And then one thing we need to remember is Jamie is out there who asks support. Now he's getting told they fund, he's been let down 4 times now with the stabilisation unit, right? So at the end of the day, he's not got anybody that you can go and talk to. That's what I want in the streets. Permanent. You're getting let down with the services as opposed to help you. Well, here's the streets here. Come to us. We're going to advocate. We're going to stand on the line, and we're going to derive your voice, amplify your voice, get you listened to. So these services will have no other choice but to help you because the whole of the UK will be listening. So,
the key thing here is you're talking about support. You're not asking to plan to get to the moon. You're talking about support. Basic needs support for people in Glasgow.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and we can be that support. We can be that support service. If you get let down by all the other service, come to us because we will fight.
So this has got to be a call for action. This has got to be a call for action because we've all got to be inspired by the whole idea that this is about providing support. John,
wonderful, yes, 100%, yes. Definitely.
So what's the call to action, Francis? What's the call to the action for people in Glasgow, surrounding areas, people in Scotland, the UK? What are we asking?
The call for action is we've got the streets platforms. If you have got something to say in your hearts, if you are in communities saying your community's been affected by addiction and the side effects of addiction, come onto the platforms, talk, let your heart be heard. You know, if you're a suffering addict out there, a suffering human being, and you feel you need to be heard, email us at the streets, we'll get you along, we'll have a coffee and a chat, then we'll pick a suitable time to get you on and get you heard. Because that's the plan of action for the streets, get people heard that would not always be heard. You know, it's time to start letting the voices be heard. The voices will be heard. and let's hope it falls on listening ears and compassionate hearts.
Francis, I'm inspired because we've got Francis at a very raw level here, talking from the heart, spur of the moment from the heart. I am hugely admirable to your actions. Well done.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you, John. Thank you very much, Rob. And Andy, boy, he's in a toilet.